Have you guys seen StarStock lately? StarStock, StarStock, where are you? Hey, StarStock, come here, boy. Here's StarStock. I'm just teasing you, but I want you to think about StarStock. We're going to talk about StarStock in this video. I'm going to show you how I'm using it, what I'm doing today, what my plans are in the future. Just to let you peek a little behind the wizard's curtain. But more importantly, I want this video to talk about innovation. Innovation. Think about this, okay? First of all, remember every story has two sides. Remember that story last year about Target and the guys with guns outside Target and retail got shut down? Well, if you follow up on that story, turns out there was never any charges ever pressed. Turns out there was a dispute that was worked out and the police did not press charges. It had nothing to do with cards. Yet that story was used by Target and Panini and the sports card industry as an excuse to change the way we do retail. Now, I'm not here to talk about that, but my point is that's about hype. I'm wearing the Backyard Breaks bandana right now because when we think about Backyard Breaks, the first thing that comes to your mind is damn scamming breakers. Well, again, if you look into the facts, that's just not true. So today we're going to talk about StarStock and we're going to talk about some facts, my opinion and what I know. Now, let me share this with you. I have been in contact with Scott, the CEO of StarStock, for the last 2 years, off and on. I was one of the first people to use StarStock back in July of 2020. And he's always been very gracious at getting back to me in emails and answering my questions. I was actually going to do a video with him shortly before he did the video with Dakota, I think a few months ago. And I was excited for that video, but disappointed because I didn't feel like the right questions were asked or the right direction was given by Scott. So it's been a few months, and where are we today? I reached out to Scott recently and had a private conversation with him. I'm going to share with you what I can share with you. There's no groundbreaking information. It's probably the most, most important thing to share. I don't think he shared anything with me in confidence, but he did say he didn't want to be on the record or anything. He asked that the conversation be just between him and I. Now, with some exceptions, I did tell him that I would report back that we spoke and I would share how this is impacting my purchasing. So I don't want you to think I'm betraying his trust in the conversation. I appreciate that he took the time to listen to me. I'll give you an example. Part of that time was me giving him some suggestions on things that StarStock could do. As an example, I don't know why they gave up on breaking so quickly or how they approached breaking. Backyard Breaks is an example. Backyard Breaks was able to innovate the same time StarStock was hot. And look where Backyard Breaks is now, multi-million-dollar business and growing. So let's talk about innovation and let me talk a little bit about StarStock and what I'm doing. So hold on and let's jump. Okay, it's probably also I should say that I'm not a StarStock employee, not paid for this, not endorsed or anything like that. The most I've gotten from StarStock is I was actually part of their StarStock challenge in 2020 that I don't think ever completed. Like it was for a prison box. I don't remember who won. I think the highest I got was like third or fourth before I came slipping down to the bottom. And I think, I received a $500 account from them. I think the value of that account ended up being like around 50 bucks. I actually have that account today. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, here's my StarStock account. I haven't made my account public. I'll go ahead and share some information with you. You go to my collection, you get this great little video or portfolio valuation of 1,700. Let me tell you guys, it is nowhere near 1,700. This is based on the last sold price of the cards, and many of these cards would not sell for the last sold price. I'll show you some examples of that below. Here's just kind of a couple of the cards I have in here. Like, for example, this Lewis, Robert, and I'll just say this too. I don't know how bad things are, right? Is $6 offer good? That can't be good. Last one silver, $12.50. Offers around 25. This just seems like a card that's just what I'd call in a bad spot on the StarStock platform. This is one that might be in a good spot. $1 for a PSA 9 of Kobe White might be a great deal for both the seller and the buyer. I don't know. Let me see what I want to focus on here. The ones that I'm going to be looking at. This Lewis Robert. Would I take this down from here? I probably would. I do think I won't say I do think. I know I'd get more than $6 for it. So I'm going to look at two things. I'm going to look at my graded inventory, and I'm going to look at what cards I'm taking off the graded inventory. I'd probably look for graded inventory, and I'd probably put 10 up here. It's not that important. I only have 41 of these cards. So scrolling down here, I got these KDs. These KDs are 8s, and this right here is a PSA 5. That one is just a kind of a giggle. This was a StarStock C that I got graded and got back from. That came back a PSA 5. These were StarStock Bs, I believe. They came back PSA 8s. I actually think I want those cards. I think I can get more for them than 28 bucks for them as PSA 8s. They are graded. So again, I think I'm going to request those cards back. I also got a Mikal Bridges here, Silver Prism. Look at that, a PSA 10. I think I'm gonna grab that guy back. I think that's a beautiful card. It's a BGS 9.5, but this guy's not even playing anymore. I'll probably leave that there. Gary Trent. I've actually got 3 PSA 10s up here. 3 PSA 10 silvers, right? More of this dude. Sterling Brown. This is a white sparkle 9.5. Look at some of these players. I mean, some of these players I don't think I'll ever want back. I had this guy listed at $100. Okay, that's kind of a joke. That's as bad as StarStock trying to sell cards at over their price. See, that's part of the problem. It's hard to maintain this thing. Like you put these prices on there, expect you to take offers, but look, the 100 for this dude. I mean, come on, Ziggy. What are you trying to do? Okay. 175. Hey, it is okay. Let's see if we can cancel some of these. Should we accept the best offer? Hey, why not? To show we're a good guy, we're gonna go to accept the best offer of $2.22 on a card that I was once asking $175 for. Okay, so let's get back to what else we're doing. So my collection. Oh, and let's go to activity while we're at here. I don't mind sharing. One of my points about StarStock, I just feel like they had an opportunity. It was a hot platform that failed to innovate, failed to just bring something new. In breaking, why didn't their breaking take off? I think it was because it's too much like everybody else's. It didn't differentiate itself, if that makes sense. And the same thing with the NFTs, by the way. They are doing an NFT program, but to me, it's just like everybody else. It's another Me Too project. It's not differentiating, which is one of the things I did talk to Scott about. I did pitch him an idea on an NFT project that, well, he decided to pass on. But that's okay. Again, I'm just giving ideas. I'm not, by no means do I know what the hell I'm talking about. Activity, that's what we're going to go to. I thought I'd share with you some of the items I bought over my time with StarStock. This is one of those moments when you're watching my channel, get ready to giggle. Here's a Tua Tango Loba Logo Loba Loba StarStock A, bought in March of 2021. So this is over a year and a half ago. Drum roll, please. $105. Oh my God. Malik Monk, $45. Look, so last purchases were back in March of 2021. Okay. So have I purchased anything recently? No, I have not. Malik Monk fast break. Here's my KDs. Look what I paid for these KDs. 90, 68, 90 for a B, 68 for a C, 40, 57. Man, somebody was really enjoying selling those cards. I mean, are those cards ever come back to the price? Jaron Jackson, Grant. Look at this. This is what killed me in the StarStock Challenge. In 3/17/2021, I bought these Culvers hoping they were going to make a move, and these things just kept diving. John Morant's, look at that. John Morant's Culver. Oh boy, Tua Tunga the Bailoa, a BS8, a StarStock B, $55. This must have been Randy at Rosarina had like the run in the World Series a while back. Here's a PSA 9, a Zion. Look, guys, if you're not laughing right now, come on, get your giggles out. It just continues. Shaquille, what's it? Not Shaquille. Barkley. Yeah, just Barkley. 27 for a base StarStock A. Dominguez 48. I did grade these and I got some money back on those guys. Okay, let's go back up here and we'll go to what have we sold? And again, you'll see what Ziggy's been selling lately. And you see the dates here too. Sale dates is like just recently I sold that car for $2.22. You guys saw that. I sold it for Fernando Tatis for $10 recently. The Rui for $4. Boy, that Dennis Smith Jr. is a deal, isn't it, too? Suey at 10 cents for pink ice. 10 cents. 42, 11, 50. It sounds like I'm doing football right now, doesn't it? These are pennies, by the way. Herder, 10 cents. So what's my lesson learned here? The reason I sold a lot of these cards is I'm not going to ask for these cards to be shipped back to me. I don't want them. I just don't. Not these. No. Kevin Porter Jr. at $29. I wish I could even donate these to charity maybe, but that's not an option. That's one of the suggestions I did have is that they should have a charity donation button. At the same time, I think to myself, this really has become a revenue stream. Like if we go over here to StarStock, right? So here's my summary kind of. We're going to bring this to kind of a closure. What are we doing with StarStock? Well, I'm going to take off many of the graded cards and bring those back and sell them. Some of the other cards I'll probably just leave on there on the site. There's no reason to move them. So my StarStock A Tatises, StarStock A, good rookies. I'm not going to move them. Here's what I'm trying to show you here, by the way. Here's your velocity. You want to see what's selling, right? Latest sales, 4 minutes ago, 7 minutes ago, 10. So there are sales going on this marketplace, right? I mean, shoot, I just sold my car. It's not even showing anything. I wish it let you view more. Like you could do queries in their sale data. What is this? Is this all sales data? No, it's not. See, I wish you could see more sales data, StarStock. So let me close. Part of my frustration, the message I got in talking to Scott, StarStock's still in business. They're still processing cards. It sounds to me like they're processing more cards going out than they're processing cards coming in. Okay. They are not planning to re-engage with the grading cards to grade more cards. They're waiting for more cards to come in that are graded. I think they got their April submission back, but not their March. I think they're trying to catch up with their inventory. They're kind of in a situation where like the ComC was, where they're just kind of catching up, just trying to like catch up, get back in good graces. I don't think innovation's on their list. I also don't think that they're in dire needs of money, right? I think if they're keeping their overhead low and they've got a constant stream of some money coming in, they're not in a bad place. To me, StarStock is another marketplace. It's probably one of those third marketplaces, that I'll keep using. And again, I'll update you guys as I'm using it. But I'm disappointed. Again, when we think about innovation and what could have been, there still is a huge lack in the marketplace, in my opinion, for an innovative company that's selling and helping trade those under $20, under $50 cards. Now, ComC, I actually have cards I've sent to them to be processed. I'll do a video on ComC in the future as well. But again, their whole focus has been on processing, which I still think it's a challenging system that they have scalability issues with. And it doesn't let them focus on adding value in other places, right? Like, I do think breaking to sell would be cool. If I could break a card and they could then list it for me, it would be a nice thing, right? In fact, one thing I forgot to mention is StarStock still has a lot of wax, sealed, mainly retail, but sealed wax, modern wax on their site, right? So they're kind of the first wax vault, right? I don't know many other sites that let you vault wax. You guys tell me, does all three of these guys let you vault wax? So they could maybe move with that in some way, be a little innovative. It didn't seem like right now innovation's on their, like, the top of mind to them. They seem focused on their NFT project, which is on a different website, by the way. So me, as a user, collector, investor, ZiggyNo, like I said, I'm gonna move my slabs off the platform. I'll sell some product when I can on there. I'm not buying anything. I have no interest in buying anything. I'm not even tell you to buy anything because I do think there's a risk of the expense to get it off and the time it'll take to get it off. So, do what you do, boo. Let me know what you're doing. Give me your comments, thoughts below, right? Think innovation, though. As you're watching these systems, these marketplaces, right? Think innovation. We're going to talk later on. I'm going to do a video on these these live marketplaces, these peer pressure, buy now marketplaces. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much. If you haven't already, please subscribe.